Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast. This is the show where we talk about everything pop culture and random in the world. I'm your host, Mick, and on this morning with me is
Landon Browning,
Wil Dobratz,
and David Parker.
Welcome to the show, guys. It's October 1st, 2020.
10 a.m.
Central
Time, Universal Time.
It's spooky month.
Oh, yeah.
It is spooky month.
Ooh.
That means one spooky movie every 12 hours.
31 days of Halloween?
I love spooky movies.
Yeah. Pretty good.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't like any spooky movies at all, do you?
I like thriller type of movies, but when it gets scary,
So what do you determine as scary? Like supernatural stuff or like...
Yeah, what's the dividing line?
stuff that scares me.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that type of stuff.
Because like you can watch
you
a
know-
thriller that's really scary, but there's nothing like supernatural about it.
The supernatural stuff is probably the stuff I hate the most because it's like believable.
What?
I don't like believable scary.
Isn't that the opposite? Where
I don't like plausible
natural stuff
scary.
is the most believable stuff?
Like
That's
demonic, creepy stuff. I don't like. I don't
Okay.
dig that.
All right.
It's not my thing.
But like, what about like an Alien? Will you like with Nope and Alien? Those are two very scary alien movies. Yet they're kind of could be categorized as supernatural because they're not. Aliens
that's
don't
more like
exist.
science fiction.
The scariest thing at Nope was the monkey.
That is true.
That was it.
Holy smokes! Yeah, that was a. No, actually, the scariest thing. The scariest thing in that movie was the scene where.
Oh,
I think you know what I'm talking. I don't want to spoil it.
Steven
but-
Yeun's. Like,
well, it's after that scene
yeah, when they...
when they.
I think the scariest scene was the praying mantis
Was there a praying mantis in that
I
movie?
don't think there's a praying mantis in that movie.
on the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I liked that movie. The more I think about that movie, the more I like it.
See, like that type of stuff, like that has enough like creepiness, but it's not like.
So it's just
Scary.
right.
So you're more scared of like probably like a movie like Hereditary.
Probably.
I'm never watching that movie. I refuse to watch that movie.
That's so good.
I watched Midsummer and I regretted it.
Hereditary's better. It's extra spooky. That's perfect spooky time vibes.
It's not my vibe.
Yeah.
I'll watch a Disney movie.
I would like a Disney horror movie.
I mean, there's a
There's
Marvel
a lot
horror
that are
movie
like
coming out.
creepy.
There's a Marvel
Yeah.
Studios horror movie coming out, right?
The werewolf one.
Yeah, Werewolf by
Werewolf by
Night.
Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited. It comes out next week,
It's like black and
I
white.
mean, it'll
think.
probably be a horror movie like Multiverse of Madness was a horror movie.
probably.
I wish I could watch that, but I just haven't seen the first Doctor Strange, so I can't watch it.
Is this your version of The Boys? Like for me,
I guess.
I guess.
I don't have Disney Plus, so
Yeah, I don't.
Well, we've had a long week and we've done some stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
haven't you?
I mean, kind of.
Well, you've been watching Leftovers.
I have, yes.
So good.
It's really, really good. Like
Mhm.
I am surprised at how good it is. My favorite character is the main character. His name's
Main character.
he's Chief Garvey. I think his first name is Justin Garvey or something like that. No, Kevin. It's Kevin Garvey.
Yeah.
Kevin Garvey. The actor's name is Justin. And it's about a police chief. Do you know anything about it? Michael?
Kind of.
Yeah. Basically, it follows a police chief and his family after an event where 2% of the world's population just suddenly disappears for, at this point in the show, no reason. And I'm not sure if they'll ever get into exactly why. And it just follows these characters trying to cope and deal with it and their struggles. It's not about the event. It's about what happens after.
Yeah.
Which is probably, it sounds boring, but I promise you it's not, because it does a good job. It's written by the same person who did Lost, I think. Is that correct?
Yeah. Damon Lindelof.
So you might like it if you like Lost. I heard you kind of like Lost.
I kind of really like Lost.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Lost in a lot of ways. Like
But
really
be-
strong
but better.
characters. Yeah, it's better. It's better than Lost.
Don't know if that's possible.
It's like a tighter, like Lost.
And I'm guessing it ends well as opposed to Lost.
I would say I don't mind Lost ending. But
What was that?
That was me being offended by your statement.
Is Lost ending not bad?
I like the ending. I think it's fine.
I don't
Lost?
mind. I don't mind
Yeah.
it.
I heard it was really bad.
Why would
Really
it
bad.
offend you if the show like ended poorly?
Yeah. Why would it?
No, Mick.
Because I take it as a personal attack.
Okay.
Because it's something I
Here we-
like
here we
and you
go.
wouldn't like it. So that means you don't like me.
I like the ending of The Leftovers a lot.
Better than Lost.
I would say I like the ending better than Lost.
Yes, I would also agree.
Well, I already know Dave doesn't like me, so that's not a
Dave doesn't
surprise.
like Lost, I think, right? You don't like Lost.
You don't like Lost, you don't like me.
No.
We are one.
Lost's main problem is that it's just too long. There's too many episodes.
Aren't there a bunch of unresolved mysteries too?
Nope. Everything
Yes,
gets
no,
answered.
no,
with a satisfying answer. You are left completely satisfied. You're like, wow, they answered everything.
Lost was one of those things
every-
where like it had a really good premise and it had some really cool ideas it was working with, and it had some cool story things that like popped up along the way. I just don't think there was really like a satisfying resolution to most things in the show.
Yeah.
But it had a lot of potential for.
Yeah, and there's a lot of strong characters.
I mean, yeah, the best part of the show is the characters, for
and
sure.
that's a common Lindelof. Like The Leftovers, the characters are really good.
All thanks to J.J. Abrams.
No. Also, The Watchmen, his Watchmen series is very good. Also
I'm
on
surprised Michael has not seen that yet. I think
I don't
Len
have
and I
HBO,
have both recommended
have-
that show to Michael.
You don't have HBO?
He canceled it.
Why did you cancel it? Like they're Warner Brothers. Like you're a big Warner Brothers fan.
Yeah.
He just said he wasn't using it.
Yeah,
he probably
wow.
owns
That really
every
pissed me off, though.
Warner Bros. Property that he like actually had wants to watch constantly. So
That's not true.
which ones do you not own?
I don't own Zack Snyder's Justice League.
You don't?
Nope.
Not a true
I thought you were a
fan.
real fan.
No.
Even I own it. I buy a copy every day and I burn it. I'm like one less copy that someone else could like contain their household.
Hey, at the end of the day, money's still going through.
And that's all that Zack Snyder probably really cares about. So
No.
Money.
His artistic vision is what's most important here.
Hey, his Rebel Moon movie sounds pretty cool.
His what?
I'm sure it'll be just like Army of the Dead. A great, great movie.
As long as it doesn't star freaking Bautista. He
That movie-
ruined.
he's gonna be like in the new M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
You watched the trailer for that?
Yeah.
Wait, there's a new M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about. Isn't it about like two gay guys that are getting away in a cabin vacation with their kid or something?
So they're at this couple's at a cabin with their daughter, and these like strangers show up, and I think
One of them is Ron Weasley.
one of the dads is Jonathan Groff from Mindhunter
Yeah, sure.
and Glee.
Yeah.
The
Totally.
main detective
The main detective.
In
And I
Glee.
guess the
in Mindhunter.
in Mindhunter. God dang.
Whoa, Glee sounds amazing.
And I guess it's like the premise sounds like these random strangers show up to their house, and I think it's like some kind of thing that they're claiming that like to save the world, these guys have to sacrifice their daughter or something. Is what I think the premise is.
I just
Sounds
saw
like an M. Night
Bautista's-
Shyamalan premise.
Yes.
I just saw
Wow.
Bautista's face, and I'm like, yeah, no.
While vacationing, a girl and her parents are taken hostage by armed strangers who demand that the family make a choice to avert the apocalypse. Tags: Apocalypse, Invasion, Cabin, Knock at the Door, based on novel.
I was not a huge fan of what was it, Army of the Dead, but I don't think Dave Bautista was the biggest problem with that movie either, though.
No.
I actually that's one of the few movies that I didn't have more of an issue with his acting, because he was a lot more subdued in that film than in most things I've seen him in.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Dude, he was
Subdued.
awful in Dune. Oh my gosh, he was so bad in Dune.
Yeah. I didn't mind. You know what? I didn't mind him in Blade Runner 2049 because his role's so small. Like he was actually okay in that.
I hope he's good in Glass Onion.
That was another one. I was like, why do people keep casting this guy? He's so bad. I thought The Rock was a bad actor.
I heard
The Rock's not an actor; he just plays him like
you know who's,
himself.
you know who's getting crapped on a lot recently? It's Harry Styles as an actor.
I don't know if I've seen him in anything except for his weird like end credit scene in
Eternals.
Eternals, but
Apparently, like the new movie that he and Florence Pugh
I've
are
heard
in.
it's good.
I heard it's really bad.
Oh, I heard it was good.
I heard it
Wait,
was
really?
like I heard it was meh, and I heard there's also so much drama about it. Like
Well,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
because of Olivia Wilde, right?
yeah, she was like
He was boinking somebody.
Harry Styles. Like she cheated on her husband,
Oh,
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
aren't they divorced now?
I don't know. And then Harry Styles, I guess, like spit on Chris Pine on like a press tour or something. It looks like there's like a video of like what appears to be him spitting on Chris Pine.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, Chris Pine's like,
yeah.
Chris Pine looks.
He looks weird.
Weird.
In that movie. I'm a big Chris Pine fan, but he looked weird in that movie. It's a little off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not as cool as like other Chris Pine movies. He looked more
like Dungeons and Dragons.
Something like Hell or High
I'm actually
Water.
excited for Dungeons and Dragons.
I thought it looked really
Like,
good.
Okay, call me whatever names you want.
Hey,
but-
poophead.
Dude, that
What?
was pretty.
No, I thought the
Oh no, man.
I thought the trailer looked pretty good actually.
Yeah,
It looks
I
like a
thought-
fun
like-
movie.
Yeah, I like it. It looks like a solid 70% on Rotten Tomatoes with some laughs and giggles along the way.
Man, if Dave Bautista shows up,
I hope he does. I hope he's like the main villain. I hope he's the main villain.
the dragon in the dungeon.
When does Glass Onion come out?
December 23rd.
I'm excited.
I am so excited.
I hope it's not one of those things though where like the characters in the first one was like they were so good and so compelling, and like if it just doesn't quite have that same impact. Like I mean the Murder on the Orient Express was okay, but the second one the characters just weren't as interesting.
Definitely Nile.
Nile.
Yeah,
I didn't ever watched it.
Yeah, it just
The book's
wasn't.
pretty decent.
How was Army Hammer's performance in the movie?
Stop.
Yeah.
Would
he
you
was,
say he devoured the screen? The screen time.
Stop.
so
He just
big.
chewed on the he chewed on the scene.
Are you
tore through
referring
that
to?
script.
Are you referring to something?
Maybe.
Yeah, the movie.
You want to explain, Landon, like why those jokes are so funny?
Because Army Hammer likes to eat people. Allegedly.
Allegedly, he is a cannibal. Allegedly, no evidence though.
So crazy. It's so funny.
Where did that come from?
They like leaked text messages of him like texting some girl and be like, "I want to eat you," or something like, and not in like a like in a literal sense, not like figuratively.
Well, you know, if
I don't think he's been in anything since that.
if you're hungry.
Reminds me of The Last of Us, the cannibals.
Oh gosh, they were so creepy.
David, not this David, but
Could be.
could be.
I could see Dave being a cannibal.
Really?
No, just kidding. So Dave, I think I've wanted to talk about like nostalgia for the past few weeks. Is there anything particular that's like confusing about nostalgia to you, or like mysterious?
No, we just talked about it in Discord. It was probably like a month or two ago. Colby, me, and some other people were just talking about it. So it was just something that I had added to the topic list to be like, if we don't have anything else to talk about. But
Oh, so you want to talk about other things first?
no, we can talk about nostalgia if you want to talk about nostalgia.
Let's talk about nostalgia.
I did some nostalgic things yesterday. I played Battle for Middle Earth, which I haven't really played in a long time.
That's the MMO
No, it's the RTS game.
RTS.
or RTS. Sorry.
Didn't you play it last week?
I played like 10 minutes of it, and then yesterday I played it for a couple hours.
Oh,
So
nice.
like I got more like actually into it.
You were saying Rings of Power made you want to play that, right?
Yeah,
So like, is there a way to buy that
I don't think there
so
is
that we can all play?
because I own the original copies of the game, and then I have it installed on my computer, and then I have it mounted so that like I don't have to put a disc in, but I'm still using like a legal copy of the game with my CD key.
Did you say illegal?
Legal copy of the game, but there's no way to buy
Said it
it.
again.
So, like, if you want to get the game, you should probably just like torrent it or something because there's
Oh,
there's
whoa,
literally
whoa! Hey, the Hockey podcast does not condone thievery.
Dave, you're gonna have to bleep that.
okay.
I think.
You should probably
think-
just it.
Whoa, Dave, you
I think it's considered abandonware. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Although
Band where?
there
This
are
sounds really dodgy. I don't know about this.
Yeah, guys, I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna back out.
Dave,
There's
abandonware again?
there's like fan patches and stuff that people people have made since then, and some like mods and stuff. I haven't used the mods in a long time, but I do remember playing them probably like 10 years ago or something, and they were really fun. But there is like a somewhat of an active community that still plays.
Can you play Smeagol?
No, but you can kill Smeagol and then pick up the
What?
ring, and then you can take the ring back to your fortress, and then you can make either Sauron or Galadriel, depending on which team you're playing.
So you should try to find Smeagol and kill him.
Yeah, because you're trying to get the ring.
Can you like just like befriend him?
No.
Does he fight back, or do you just slaughter him?
You basically just slaughter him, but he like tries to run
messed
away.
up,
He's like,
That's sick.
He deserves to die.
No,
He bites you.
Smeagol's the most compelling character in the entire trilogy.
What?
Yeah,
He is like a very compelling character.
But the most compelling?
I would actually say
I would say he's at least like top
three.
5, top
Yeah.
3.
But the most? I'm gonna.
Who's more compelling? That's right, nobody.
I
I
mean,
want to say
He's
like
top 1.
This is also though coming from Landon, who's like,
it just you're.
Are you gonna buy the Golem game?
I actually probably. I'll probably check it out.
I thought that was canceled, or is that still going?
No.
No,
it's still
they
coming
wouldn't
out.
do that.
Oh,
You'll like check out the Golem game, but like like tons of other games, you're like
No,
God of War. You're like, no, I can't
don't-
get past 5 hours.
The story's just not good enough.
Dude, like, have you seen the new trailer for the new God of War?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It literally
Who's more
looks.
compelling than Smeagol? Huh. Kratos? I don't think so.
Shut up. I was gonna say like probably Sam is more compelling than Smeagol.
No.
in my opinion,
I mean, I would say Sam is probably like the
best character in the Lord of the Rings.
like yeah.
I never
Probably.
really liked Sam.
What?
I'm like, yeah, I never really liked
Do
him.
you want to die?
That's like a death wish, dude. Like, how could you?
I mean, I could watch him again. Maybe I would like him more, like on a.
I mean, Landon is like a bad person, so that's probably why he doesn't like Sam.
That's true.
He's like, oh, this person is trying to like do whatever they can to like look out for his friend. That's
Yeah.
so stupid.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna like the creepy, like weird gremlin guy that walks around on all fours.
Wears a loincloth.
Yeah,
and
he,
snarls.
I'm
like-
sure Smeagol would
Eats
wear more
fish
clothes
raw.
if they just gave it to him.
No, because then he'd be free.
Sam knew who Smeagol was.
All
from the
I
very
have to
beginning.
say is
That's all I can
crumbs on his jacket say he took it. He took it.
see, like Landon was watching that scene, like rooting for all the wrong people.
That seems awesome. Smeagol's so smart.
If that scene has never made you cry, Landon, then
It never has.
yeah. See,
I'm typically like
know,
chuckling.
like,
You're a
during
bad
it.
person.
The Lord of the Rings is too good for you. Like, I hope you realize that. It's like it's too good for you.
it was probably like the first 10 times I watched that movie, like where like I was like holding back tears in that scene.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that
Absolutely.
still makes me cry.
Wait, what?
Oh my, yeah, dude.
What?
You're so
Like,
invested
what?
in these
Insane.
two and their journey, and they're so close. And then there's this like this moment of
Little
like
gremlin monster.
Yeah.
like if Landon was in like Lord of the Rings. Like,
imagine if someone you knew who was really dirty and never washed themselves and had long hair and stuff like that
And a beard.
showed up and then tried to like get in between you, Landon, and Colby, and then Colby like turned away from you and like shunned
That
you.
would probably happen. That would probably happen.
but it happened for this person's benefit solely. Like they don't actually care about Colby. They care about themselves.
Sam was
That's
really
it.
mean to Smeagol in that trilogy. Like when Smeagol was actually trying to help, like Sam like hits him and like calls him horrible names. Sam.
You need to rewatch that because that is not true.
Sam
is
does
definitely not
Sam
true.
does bad things to Smeagol.
This is the biggest bait of all time. You're fishing so hard. You're fishing so hard.
I'll watch them again.
No, you won't.
Like there's a lot of time commitment. They're really long movies.
Also, you're gonna be like, oh, like you're gonna go into it just like with a bias. Like you're not gonna give it a fair chance.
Dude, I like Boromir too.
Those are
Boromir is a great character.
I think he's my favorite character.
yeah.
Gosh, talk about crying. His final scene.
His scene in the Two Towers. Well, scene in the Two Towers too is
Scene in
pretty-
Two Towers.
pretty brutal.
He has, I think, the best like arc.
Yeah.
Gosh, he's such a good character.
He's one of probably the more relatable.
So relatable. So relatable.
Him and Smeagol.
Well,
I mean, who hasn't gone fishing with their like cousin or whatever and then strangled them for like a piece of jewelry?
I haven't. I haven't.
It's his birthday. He's like, it's my birthday. Give it to me.
It's my birthday and I want it.
Dude should have just gave it to him, man. Like, didn't read the room. Didn't realize what was gonna happen. That scene's really creepy when he's strangling him, and that's like,
Yeah.
You know what scene is creepy? In the Fellowship of the Ring, when Bilbo freaks out. Oh my gosh.
I should like to hold it one last time.
I think it took Mick
like Bilbo.
probably like I think
like
it took
Bilbo
Mick
a
like
lot.
10 years to be able to watch that scene. Maybe less. Maybe like 5
that
years or
scene
something.
still freaks me out.
Yeah.
Still scary.
But like Michael would like physically, he would have to like turn around or leave the room because it scared him too much. When you're a little kid watching that scene,
it's creepy.
it's
comes
creepy.
out of
It's scary.
nowhere. It like does a complete 180 on what the scene is like. Yeah. They're like, oh, talking about here's Sting. It's really cool, and
And then
here's
the ring just
Mithril.
falls out of
This
his
is
butt,
amazing.
like,
yeah,
yeah,
it
like-
just like pops out, and then he just turns into a meth addict.
Is that in the first one where he's all? Is that when Gandalf's there and he's like, after all, why shouldn't I keep it?
That happens in the Shire.
Oh,
This scene happens in the
They're in
Rivendell.
yeah.
I'm not trying to rob you.
Trying to help you.
Those are some great movies. Those are so good.
They're the best movies.
I've been wanting to rewatch.
Shut the hell up.
I've been wanting to rewatch them, especially playing Battlefront Middle-earth yesterday. I was like, oh man, I feel like really watching the movies. But I love the games too. They like
Start with The Hobbit.
They hold
Start
up
with
really well.
trilogy and then-
Those are not good.
So what's better, The Hobbit or The Last Jedi?
The Hobbit.
Ooh, The Hobbit. There is some good stuff in The Hobbit, I think. There's nothing good in The Last Jedi at all.
It's better than Rise of Skywalker, though.
Although just like
The Hobbit?
the last two Star Wars movies, I only have seen the last Hobbit movie one time. I've never seen it since I saw it in theaters.
Are you saying you don't want to watch like a 2-hour CGI fest?
Did you not? You didn't watch the wasn't there an extended cut?
I have not
There
seen the
was.
extended version of that movie.
I have seen the extended editions of all the Hobbit movies.
That's crazy how they turned like a 200-page book, like if that, into like 9 hours of.
9 hours of film. Yeah. Makes no sense.
I wonder why they did that. I wonder, I mean, yeah, money. You think they did it for money? I don't know. Would they really do that? Would they really stretch it out to make more money? That doesn't seem like something
That Warner
do.
Brothers would do. Well, considering they just like tried to cut $2 billion in losses and lost like 15 to 20 million.
It's 5 different studios.
Yeah.
Warner Bros, MGM, Weinstein Studio.
They lost a bunch of money, or what happened with them?
No, there's just more studios than Warner Bros involved. I think that was a kind of big factor in why those movies were so bad.
Yeah. I was like, are you choking up? Like, are you crying?
Man, it's so sad, man. It's so potential.
Yeah. A lot of potential waste for those poor souls.
They really could have done that in probably one movie.
Yeah, one long movie.
Just do 3.5 hour, boom.
Or you could have done like a mini series,
Well, it was originally going to be 2 movies.
Yeah.
2 movies would have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Martin Freeman was a great casting, though.
I think he was good. The Riddles in the Dark scene is amazing. It's like straight out of the book.
Yeah.
Everything with Smaug, I think, is good.
Yes, Benedict Cumberbatch is also a great casting for.
I love the behind the scenes of him like crawling on the ground.
Another good casting is what's his name? Thorin Oakenshields.
I know this actor, Richard Armitage.
Yep.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, he plays the Tooth Fairy,
Red Dragon.
Hannibal. Yeah, Red Dragon.
He also plays the German spy in the first Captain America film.
Yep. And he's in, what else is he in? He's
That's
in
it.
the BBC Robin Hood TV show.
This is the portion of the show where we
Robin Hood.
list what things
Everything that he's
actors are in.
Well, speaking of Battle for Middle Earth, I was watching an interview with the guy that plays Isildur in Rings of Power, and he's a huge fan of the game.
Wait,
He was
really?
talking about it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he's one of the actors that I think really knows about Lord of the
Stuff,
Rings, and
yeah.
he like cares about it. Like just hearing him talk about the Silmarillion, the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit, like he knows.
Is it a Henry Cavill Witcher situation?
It kind of seems like it, yeah.
I mean, it would be really like if you were a huge fan of Lord of the Rings to be involved in one of their projects. Like that must
I feel like you
be
should know it.
so exciting. Like Lee, like with Saruman. Like that probably was so fun for him.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a friend of Tolkien's? Or knew him?
They met. I don't know if they were like buddy, but
Yeah, they were in the trench together, Landon.
Yeah, they fought. Yeah, heck yeah.
yeah.
It's always weird when an actor is not familiar with source material. It always seems like disingenuine.
That makes it seem like they're really just there for the paycheck.
It's famous in Game of Thrones, the actor that plays one of the Baratheons, Stannis Baratheon, the actor famously did not understand anything that was going on.
Was it Dave Bautista?
No, I can't remember the actor's name. He's a British actor that's been in a lot of stuff.
Although Stannis was a very not fun character.
Yeah,
He's very
a uptight,
interesting character in the show.
yeah, he's good.
Very
but his
compelling,
actor did
I
not
guess.
understand anything going on in the story. He didn't get it and didn't really like being on the show, which is really too bad because his acting's really good in it.
Yeah.
Well, definitely not Dave Bautista then.
No Dave Bautista.
I mean, I don't expect every actor in a franchise that I like to be necessarily a fount of lore or something.
No, I think
I think sometimes it can be helpful. And then I think probably it helps your acting a little bit too, because you know, you're enjoying the world you're in, or you're enjoying the character you are more than just like it being, you know, another acting gig or something. But I don't necessarily think it's required. I think like the Stannis situation, like I think like after the fact, it's like I think all that does is like make certain fans like feel weird, but like it didn't affect his performance at all.
No.
He's great in the show. I mean, the character's not a good character, but the acting is
Oh,
really good.
I mean, depends on how you look at it.
He burns his daughter at the stake. Like,
Whoa, hey, yo,
I feel like there's a joke I'm missing here. And then there's some context.
no, he's not a great guy. But though he was
Yeah,
like
so-
the legitimate king for like, you know, part of, you know, depending on how you look at it. So
If Landon says, "Oh, it's all in the eye of the beholder," when it comes to like if somebody is a good guy or not,
you know that the person's a bad person if Landon says
Well, like,
that.
in the show, up until that point, though, he was pretty like by the book. Like he was just trying to like.
Well,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
he's
right. He was like a lawful.
his character
he was
is a
like-
religious fanatic, and he's following this like crazy religion. And
I mean,
it's-
crazy. I mean, isn't any crazier than anything else?
I mean, I guess, but like,
You just gotta believe what you gotta believe, man. Like,
I mean, it doesn't work. So
yeah, but I mean, like, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that seems messed up.
anyway, are you guys caught up on Rings of Power? I have not seen yesterday's episode, but
I have not
I'm
seen
caught
it
up.
either.
This last episode, I think, was the best episode so far.
Does something actually happen?
Things happen, yes.
Wow, no way.
Yep.
I gotta
Like,
watch it.
The previous two episodes before this were kind of like, especially this past episode was really dragging.
I think the past episode was my least favorite just because it was like, I felt like the episode before that kind of set up where it should have gone, and then I felt like it kind of halted a little bit. But yeah, this new episode was like, yes. It was awesome.
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Classic.
Anyway, so that show's still good. Still liking it.
You guys watching Andor too?
Watching Andor.
It's the best Star Wars show.
It's so good.
It's probably the most well-written dialogue I've seen in a Star. It makes other Star Wars shows look like child's play with how good the dialogue is.
I mean, Obi-Wan didn't need any other shows to make it look bad.
No, like you need to watch Andor. You would love Andor.
Okay.
I think you would. Yeah, it seems more like your flavor of show.
It's the characters are so good. The dialogue is so like they're all. It's all so good. I'd really just watch it.
Well, and it feels much more like a drama.
Yes.
I think the actors described it as like an espionage drama type of show.
There's
And
been
it definitely is.
There's been some action so far. It's
I mean,
not
no,
the,
there's still action for sure, but
it's not the centerpiece though. Like the centerpiece is these characters and the drama and like the power plays that are trying to happen and
Right.
the like the beginnings of the rebellion. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I would watch it.
yeah, I think it's a very good show, and it looks. I mean, I still enjoyed Obi-Wan for the most part, but it makes Obi-Wan and even Boba Fett just look like they were shot on like a cheap set.
Is it better than Mando?
Like visually,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
yeah.
dying.
And I think it's because they did a lot of like real locations
Oh, okay.
instead of relying on the I forget what it's called.
Sets.
The big
Green
screen.
Green screen.
Not even green screen. It's like the what's it called? It's the giant like wraparound screen, like real like LCDs
What?
or LEDs.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The volume. It's called the volume.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's really good. Have you been watching it, Dave?
I've not seen it yet.
I think you'd like it too.
Both of you would. It would be your favorite Star Wars show, I think.
All right. All right. All right.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right. I'll check it out.
Landon as a Star Wars optimist.
Yeah.
Landon's actually just a Star Wars simp. Like, you know, anything comes out Star Wars, Landon's on top of it.
I love it.
He's lashing out right now because he's so hurt. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, I mean, I was just really excited for Obi-Wan, and then that show sucked. So, you know,
I think we hit the nail on the head, Dave.
I just feel like it can be better. So,
Obi-Wan really hurt Landon.
yeah.
In the crotch.
What?
Wow.
What'd you guys think about the news of Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine?
I don't like it.
But
But like, I guess it's Deadpool.
it's just gonna depend.
It might be funny. I hope it's not like. I hope it's just like a one-off. Like,
I'm sure it will be. I don't see him like coming back for another 3
I don't
movies.
want to see him in like the MCU, like official. Like,
I don't think he will. I think Deadpool is like a unique enough movie series where like nothing really matters.
Hugh Jackman also is just like so old, I guess. To like, so I don't think Marvel would cast him as the Wolverine for like the sake of the franchise, because I think it's like, I think he's just too old for that. But I think for coming back for something like Deadpool 3, I think it's like perfect is not the right word, but with the context of how like he was referenced in the first 2 movies, I think it will be very funny having him
It'll be like a
in
buddy
the
cop
third
movie?
Deadpool movie.
Buddy
So,
cop?
I think buddy rom
cop?
com.
Yeah.
so I'm excited about that. I don't want to see him in or like really anything else as Wolverine, but I really would be very surprised if he's used in any other movie.
Yeah. Logan was just too good of like an official, like, like a serious send off for the character that like I don't really think for his portrayal. Like I don't anything outside of like a more comedic role.
Yeah, I don't
really.
I agree. But like at the same like the X-Men like canon has never really mattered.
Yeah.
With the movies, like there's no like continuity really.
Yeah. Especially like they made Logan after like there's just this like Days of Future Past made things really weird where they have like the new and the old, and then they just like kind of ditch the old like characters.
Yeah.
And then just that continues in Logan, but it just doesn't really make sense compared to, because the new characters are supposed to be the same as the old characters in some ways. So the whole thing's just a mess. It's just hopefully they make better movies next time.
I didn't even
Days of Future Past is
see
really good.
I didn't even see Dark
Dave
Phoenix
hates Days of Future
or New Mutants.
You don't like Days of Future Past, Dave?
I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't hate it.
Oh, really? Why?
No, you said you hated it. You're like, I hate this movie.
Why?
I just didn't. I thought it was like a little too convoluted, but I probably need to watch it again. I only saw it once back.
You should watch it again because I think it's. I mean, it does well because it's standing on the back of the third film of the X-Men trilogy, which ended poorly. So it's kind of like retconning a lot of that ending, which is very good in a lot of ways. So I don't know.
I haven't seen
enjoy it.
any of like the new X-Men. I saw the first 3, and then I watched Logan. That's the only.
You haven't seen First Class?
No.
Wow, you
First
should.
Class is probably like the best X-Men movie.
Yes, you should watch First Class and Days of Future Past, and then stop there and pretend
Don't watch Apocalypse or Dark Phoenix.
No,
Apocalypse
I
is
never saw
horrible.
Dark
I mean,
Phoenix.
Apocalypse, like Apocalypse has an amazing. Oscar Isaac does a fantastic job as Apocalypse.
Okay.
Okay. Is he pretty bad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty bad.
Is it his fault or is it the writers?
It's the writer's fault.
I mean, it's probably the writer's fault. The whole movie was pretty bad.
I heard Dark Phoenix was terrible too.
Yeah, I never saw that one.
I heard there's aliens in that movie.
You're an alien. Speaking of aliens, I saw a UFO last week. A real UFO
Well, you sent a picture
Another ship.
in our
in the
chat,
sky. Yeah.
and it looked like like Starlink satellites.
I mean, it was.
No.
Yeah, it was.
No,
It was Starlink.
It was Starlink.
So it was an identified flying object.
Yes.
Is Elon the alien?
On the he could be an alien, right?
He could be.
He's probably some weird alien lizard dude.
Yeah, we should. Never
Were you gonna say kill him?
mind. Say dissect him to figure out what he is, but we would have to kill him to do
Said lizard dude and reminded me of Dr. Connors from the Amazing Spider-Man.
so.
Poor Peter Parker, all alone.
Family, no friends.
His mouth is really creepy in that movie when he's the lizard.
Yeah,
There's something
Yeah.
about it that just doesn't
Too
look
big.
right.
It's just too big.
See, I immediately went to the Raimi, Dr. Connors.
What?
My class is over.
Oh yeah.
See me standing here in front of you? Your report on fusion is still overdue.
Good job, Parker. Keep up the good work.
Those are great movies. Well,
I haven't seen Spider-Man 2 in a long time.
oh, it's so good.
And it's
I remember
just-
not liking the second one when I was a child.
It's amazing.
because he loses his powers, and you're like, no, please
Raindrops
don't lose your
are
powers.
falling
And then he
That's-
takes a giant chomp out of a hot dog, like, right in the camera.
Will, do you follow Raimi memes?
I do, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Something crazy is about to happen the next month.
Mick, do you? Because you would, I think, love that place.
Is that like a subreddit?
It's a subreddit
Yeah.
of just like Sam Raimi movies and quotes from them put into memes. So It's somebody is going through making a meme out of every line in the first Spider-Man movie, and it's been around 1,000.
It's like 1,200 something days or something. Yeah.
Since this person first started, and every single line has been a meme, and he's at the end scene with MJ and Spider-Man. Like it's about to
so
happen. He's
close,
about to finish it. He's so close. It's been like 4 years.
He's done one every day.
He's done one every day.
That's all crazy commitment.
That's it's a crazy amount of commitment.
Dang.
I wonder if he's going to do Spider-Man 2 next. That's like another 4 years. And then
Probably
Spider-Man 3
longer.
is another 4 years. And then, like, I don't know. Then maybe you do No Way Home, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, a lot of memes could come out of the Amazing Spider-Man films.
Yeah. But they're not Raimi, so
Yeah.
you can't do it.
Webb.
What?
It's just not as fun, you know?
Big Webb.
Yeah. What?
That's the
Mark
name of the
Webb.
director from.
Oh,
So he's saying like web memes, but
Gosh,
Webb
Will.
memes.
Keep up.
I mean,
what?
what?
What were we talking about? Oh,
I don't know.
UFO. So yeah, imagine seeing in the sky these like basically what looks like an alien spaceship and having no idea what actually it is. Like I was losing my mind. I was like, "What in the world is this?" thing?"
It's over. God, no, please. Like you didn't think like, oh, what are the possible explanations before
No,
like you
I went
to, like,
straight
full,
to the
like
like,
apocalypse mode?
I went straight to the unexplained.
Mick was grabbing the bottle of cyanide pills. He's like, yeah, they're not taking me.
Yeah. I'm out first. Not getting sucked up. Like
Yeah, but it was crazy. I was like wow, it's real. Finally.
some confirmation on your theories.
If the aliens show up, I think they're gonna kill us all, right? Like,
I would think so.
yeah.
I think they're here for world domination. I
I
think-
think it's probably for fun. Like,
I think
they're,
aliens are barbaric.
They might not even like recognize us as life.
they might, yeah, like we're
Yeah.
not sentient. Probably they're gonna be like so much smarter that they would just.
They'll
like,
probably like think of us as like dirt and like
yeah, like
wipe
they'll like
us
just
off the
they'll like
planet.
just like
Like,
hold their
what's-
giant spaceship and like
what's
just
this?
crash it into like New York, like and just wipe everything out, like it's like landing in like a yard or something, you know, like just like grass. Like oh, they step out and start just squishing us like bugs because they don't care.
Or
Or it's
have
gonna
like
be
the
like
bug spray
Independence
basically
Day.
just
Yeah,
yeah.
Independence Day, baby.
I would assume they kill us all very quickly.
Welcome
too.
to Earth.
Like it's not gonna be like one of those things where like we're fighting back. I would imagine they show up and we're all dead within like a day or two. Like
I feel like if they have the technology and the power to come to us,
yeah.
then we're kind of screwed already.
Yeah, we are screwed.
Like I said, very quick.
If they could find us, that's the thing, is finding us, right? Because
I think they could find us.
no. But like, we don't have any sort of
I mean,
like
they're
if
only
they're
on,
so far in technology, how are they going to pick up it's like picking up sticks and stones on a radar.
Well, we
they're
give
only
off
on
heat.
Mars,
like,
though. I mean,
Yeah, they're gonna
pretty
see us and be
close.
like, "Wow, they're
Yeah.
killing the planet."
I mean, we do give off heat, but so do all the other planets, right?
We
Like
give
at
off-
least to some extent.
not to the probably not to the same amount that Earth does. I mean, a lot of planets are really cold because they don't have an atmosphere.
They probably have like a twerking detector, and they're like, "Oh, there's a lot of twerking on that planet. Let's go there."
What about
I bet
Mercury?
they slingshot our planet into the sun for fun. Like
How
like Rich
horrifying
England
would that
did.
actually be? Like you feel like a small rumble, and then you're like, something's not right, and then you just blink out of existence, right? Because the Earth just gets hurtled towards the sun. Landon liked that.
You should see his face. That's creepy.
Yeah, he's very excited about that.
Landon
thought.
could be an alien in disguise.
It's like
Yeah.
cosmic apocalypses. Landon, are you into
The amount of
those?
like crazy stuff you say, I'm like, is this
It's like it's the Men in Black
this guy
alien.
human?
It's like the Men in Black alien where like the skin's not fitting right.
he does love sugar water. Sugar, more sugar.
I'm just saying, like some like rich, like some trust,
like this.
some trust fund alien kid shows up and he's like, "Yeah, look at this stupid planet." Just flings us into the sun. We're gone. Like and his dad shows. He's like, "Oh my god, what'd you do?" Like,
You still there, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay. Your camera's tweaking out again.
like we really like Dave said, we like we probably wouldn't feel almost anything.
Yeah.
Be over so fast.
Would
I
we
mean-
feel the like that change in direction in the Earth though?
Oh, I think
Probably for a split
I mean, we
second.
probably, like-
you would feel something would just not feel.
Like if you're on the
Right.
side that's closest to the sun, you'd probably just become a pancake because of the
Well, we'd probably all die from like G-force. Would probably be my guess, right?
nope pancake.
yeah, G-force.
okay.
Yeah,
So would you want to be on the side that's moving or the side
I don't
that's
think
like
it really
being-
would matter.
If you're on the other side, you just fly off the Earth, right?
How
Yep.
scary would it be
Depends on
though?
how fast like how powerful gravity is.
Now,
in
my
this
thing would be like
situation.
how scary if you were like someone like an International Space Station, you're just watching and suddenly there's like the Earth just gets like,
and you're alive. You're
Well,
still
no,
alive.
you would go
aren't
too because
I'm
you're in the atmosphere.
Yeah,
of the Earth.
Yeah.
No, but like what happens if you're like what happens if we send NASA people up? What? And they're still alive. Like they're the last of humanity, and they're stuck up there.
They wouldn't be stuck up there. They would die with us. They're not going to be in space while Earth.
Will saying that the speed of the Earth moving away from its rotation is more powerful than the gravity that's holding in something that's orbiting the Earth.
Thank you.
I think the alien.
Dave, yeah, I have an answer to that one, Dave.
Well, I
Or you
think
just stay silent for this one.
I think they would also go flying in a different direction. Then maybe they wouldn't just be.
No, you'd still be orbiting
No, because
nothing.
there's no force in space. Like if you're literally in space, like there's no
force in space.
So one of the bigger problems in the movie.
That's a freaking Luke Skywalker.
Okay, fine. One of the big problems in the movie Gravity, right, is that this person's floating away and he has to let go. When he could just tug on the string because there's no force in space for keeping him propelled in that direction or something like that.
Wait, what?
What? No, anything like once you're in motion in space, so you just keep going a certain way.
Right, but you have some sort of leverage to be able. If you have some sort of leverage to be, all she has to do is tug on something, and this person comes back. There's no. Once you're in a direction, it takes a minimal amount to change it because there's no friction, or so. It's something like that. I'm completely butchering it, but.
No, you sound like a scientist.
Are you saying George Clooney didn't have to die?
Yes.
Oh, does he die in the movie? I never saw it.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it doesn't really say.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's George Clooney. He could have like just fell to earth and landed in a puddle or something.
All that matters is he got the record. All right.
What's the record? I can't remember.
Can't remember. That's a good movie though.
I thought it was pretty decent.
I like the scene where where
Sandra Bullock is in space floating.
she kind of gives up and she has this like hallucination
That he's like coming on the radio, right? Or
no, that he literally opens the door and like gets in. And
Yeah.
that's like one of my favorite scenes.
My favorite scene is when everything goes bad at the start of the movie.
But then you got the
There's one
guy's
guy-
face is
yeah,
like
it's like
torn in
caved in.
half.
Yeah.
Caved in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, that would be your favorite part.
No, actually, I actually like the ending of that movie the most. Actually.
Oh, really?
When she's like crashes on and like there's like oh she's gonna make it, but then like it's also like tense because like water's rushing in or whatever. Like it's
Yeah.
like one last like oh my god, it'd be so sad to die right here.
Yeah. You make it back only for you to drown.
Sweet.
Classic.
Yeah. Gravity's a good movie, I think. People like to hate on it, I think. But
I remember it was a big deal when it came out.
yeah, I went and saw it. It was good. In the theater.
Cool.
Let's talk about Dave's movies.
Want to talk about your movies, Dave?
Yeah, I could talk about some of them, I guess.
Okay. Lightning round. Bridge of Spies.
Spy movie directed by Steven Spielberg. Really, it wasn't what I was expecting, but I enjoyed it.
No. Yay or nay? Yay or nay on Bridge of Spies?
Oh,
Good or no?
I would say yay. You know, so one thing I did recently is I try to keep track of every movie I've seen, and like every game I've played. And what I did is I had like a 5-score scale, but like I just don't really like that very much. I feel like there's too many things. It's like, oh, I wanna put a 4, but I also want to put a 5, but I also want to like make like certain exemplary movies like show that like there are ones that I really really like. So then I feel like I have like way too many 4s and 5s, but then I'm like looking at my 4s and my 5s and I'm like, but there are so many of these movies that like I like way better than other movies that are in the same score. So I just like no,
this makes sense to me.
I just like scrapped all of that
God.
and then I basically just changed it to like a thumbs up, thumbs down, and then
That's better.
and then I can also do a double thumbs up. So I have a lot of movies that are double thumbs up, and of course there's some movies I like better within that category. But even though I didn't really change much with like how I score things, like in my brain, like I was like way more on board with how I'm rating those things instead of like attaching a number to it.
Just do best movie ever or worst movie ever.
I think numbers are outdated when it comes to like rating scores.
Yeah,
Really all
I'm
it
not
comes
a
down
huge
to,
fan
would you
of them.
recommend to watch the movie or not?
Yeah,
Like,
so
that's really the basis.
So anyway, I was the reason I brought that up was because I like that idea of basically saying like a yes or no, like a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Like most movies, that's what I have, and then I have some movies that are like 2 thumbs down, some movies that are 2 thumbs up. But for the most part, it's
What about
either a
3
yes or a
thumbs
no.
up?
No, not possible.
What? Why?
It's not possible. You don't have 3 thumbs.
Yeah, but what if you're watching it with another person?
Well, then they would have their own 1 or 2.
Yeah, but what they want
Borrow-
to add
borrow
to your
their
thumb.
No, because it's two reviews.
Well, I'll let you use my thumb.
But what if you collectively liked it?
Anyway, Bridge of Spies, I thought it was going to be more like kind of like Cold
Is that
War
with
like
Gary Oldman?
espionage spy movie, but it's really more like Tom Hanks is a lawyer and something happens and he's like having to defend this Soviet spy who like pretty much everyone knows he really is a spy. So Tom Hanks is kind of ostracized for doing this thing, for like giving him a defense, but it's a court of law, so like he's entitled to it. And then there's some other things that happen with like some like Tom Hanks gets involved with some hostage exchanges because he was in the position he was defending the Soviet spy. So Tom Hanks really isn't a spy. He's like a lawyer in this movie. But I thought it was like really interesting and compelling. It takes place like right after the Berlin Wall is built, basically. So there's some stuff that happens with that. And the name of the movie is there's this place where they exchange prisoners and they call it the Bridge of Spies. And I think it's in Berlin. So I would say that's a yay. That was a thumbs up for me.
That's a yay. Okay.
Yeah.
Doctor Sleep.
Doctor Sleep, horror movie.
Sequel to The Shining.
Sequel to The Shining. I actually thought it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Ewan McGregor was really good in the movie. He plays the young Torrance. What's his name? Not Jack, but Danny. What's her name?
Oh, Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah, she plays the villain, and she's really creepy in that. The villains in this movie are creepy. They're kind of like sort of like vampire-ish sort of monsters, but they are scarier than that.
They're like Danny, right? Like they have like that.
No, they kind of like what they sort of, but what they do is they like basically feed off of people that have the Shining. And Danny was like one of the few children who like wasn't caught basically at his age, so he like basically slipped through the radar and grew up, or slipped under the radar and grew up, and then like he gets involved with this and is trying to save these other people, like especially this one girl who has the Shining.
I've been meaning to watch that movie.
I thought it was like
The Shining or Doctor Sleep?
Doctor Sleep.
It had some like I think it had some really good moments. I think at the end maybe there was a little too much like re-referencing back to The Shining, so there's probably a little bit too much of that for me at the end of the movie. But for the most part, I did enjoy the film.
All right, two
So
years.
it was a thumb up.
Another one.
The Terminal.
Another that was, what's his name?
Another Tom Hanks.
Another Tom Hanks movie. Guy stuck
in the terminal.
Stuck in the terminal. You know, so you guys
like
know
an earlier Tom Hanks movie, or like
2004.
2004, I think.
Okay.
I actually wasn't not like a big fan of the movie. It was like
I heard it wasn't that good.
It was kind of like overly cheesy. I thought.
Well, it's loosely based on a true story, right?
Yes, the true story is like way crazier. They should have just like made the real story, because the true story is this guy who was in a French airport for like 20 or 30 years, and in the movie The Terminal he's there for like 7 or 8 months or something.
Dang.
So yeah, I would say Terminal was like thumb down. It was like too corny, cheesy.
That was also Spielberg, right?
Yes, but I did like Stanley Tucci in the movie. Cassian Andor's in that. Who's the what's his
Diego Luna?
Yeah, he plays some guy who drives
Cassian
food around.
Andor was in it.
Oh, and what's her name? Zoe Saldana.
Since I was 6 years old.
Don't you want to fight these bastards for real?
And Zoe Saldana.
Zoe
Saldana.
Gamora.
Yeah,
she's also
Gamora.
She's the love interest of Cassian in that movie. They have like a subplot, like they get married, and that it's so. I thought it was so dumb.
All right, so a nay from Dave.
Yeah, I would say a nay for The Terminal.
Let's see, Men Who Stare at Goats. Oh, another George Clooney movie.
Yeah, this one had like a pretty eclectic cast. That one also has Ewan McGregor in it. He plays a journalist. This one has it was like kind of like heavy Coen Brothers vibe, sort of, but it's not a Coen Brothers movie. It has Landon's favorite actor, former favorite actor.
Sam Rockwell?
No, what's his name?
Steve Buscemi?
American Beauty.
Oh, Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey is
canceled.
He's in the movie, but it follows this like, I guess, sort of semi-true story of this basically like psychic division of the army from the 80s.
Heck yeah.
Lebowski. Oh gosh, why can't I remember any actors' names today? The
John
bad guy,
Goodman?
the bad guy from Iron Man.
Jeff Bridges?
Jeff Bridges, yeah. Jeff Bridges.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
What's going on?
Jeff Bridges plays like the lead like army psychic guy. But I thought it was an interesting movie. It takes place during the war in Iraq, so that was a thumbs up.
Thumbs up for Dave. Okay.
Have any of you guys seen any of these movies I've talked about?
No, I actually haven't.
Okay.
Mars Attacks.
Oh, Mars Attacks was really funny. That was like,
I think I've heard of this one.
That is such an absurd movie. I would recommend it. Like this is a thumb up. It's a Tim Burton like absurd comedy, basically where aliens from Mars come and attack planet Earth.
It's got Jack Nicholson in it.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson actually plays
Pierce Brosnan in it too.
Jack Nicholson plays two roles
Danny
in the
DeVito.
movie. Yeah, Pierce Brosnan plays a
Michael J.
very
Fox?
Pierce Brosnan character.
Natalie Portman.
She plays the son or the daughter of the
Jack
president.
Black.
Yeah, Jack Black.
Jack Black is really funny in this movie. I think it's maybe one of the earliest movies I've seen him in. He has like a shaved head, and he's playing this guy who gets conscripted into the army to fight the fight the aliens.
This movie looks awesome.
It's so funny. It's a definite recommend. It's not like a good movie by any stretch of the imagination, but like it's absurd. Like the things they do in that movie are like it's really funny. I would highly recommend it.
Dang.
Cool. We'll do a few more. Oh, you saw The Other Guys?
Yeah, I watched that.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was funny. It was
Yeah.
it's kind of like by the book sort of, buddy cop underdog sort of movie.
Yeah.
So it was just something. It was like, oh, this was one of the movies I was probably less like excited to watch.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch it going like, oh yeah, that was a great movie, but it was like a good time waster, I guess. I wasn't a huge fan,
Yeah.
but
So thumbs down.
I'd probably do a thumbs down on Other Guys. Sorry,
Dang.
Man.
but I didn't hate it. It just
Oh, it sounds like it. If only you could do like a numbering system to like narrow in more on how much you liked it and how much you hated it.
That's why I say you need 2 thumbs down, 3 thumbs down.
I do
4
have two.
thumbs down.
There's
Like,
5.
get more specific.
Yeah. How many thumbs out of 10?
I'm gonna go back to the Landon scale, the Landon head scale.
All right. We'll do one more here. Ford v Ferrari.
Oh, this is a great movie.
Yes,
good.
I really
I was
did like
waiting for
this
Dave
movie.
to say nay.
If you say nay at this movie, I think you're crazy.
I mean, I
legitimately
still
a
think
great
you're crazy.
movie.
But
Yeah, I did really like this movie. I didn't realize. Maybe it was just marketing, but I thought Matt Damon was going to be like against Christian Bale in the movie, but they actually
really?
but they like work together. They both are.
oh yeah.
Or Ford guys. So
they're friends.
because Matt Damon plays what's his name, Shelby.
Shelby.
And Christian Bale is like this really good race car driver, so he's racing in the Le Mans 24-hour race, which like
Le Mans.
that would be like a crazy race because I mean like you're not
Really?
driving the
24
whole time, but you're driving
But it is like
like 12
hours.
hours or something. But like it rains and stuff, and you have like one car you can use basically. So it's just an endurance race.
And the track is super tight, and it's pretty terrifying.
It's one of the best like car racing movies.
I've wanted to watch
I
it.
think it might be the best car movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, better than Cars 2.
Better than Cars.
Dude,
3.
Mater's arc in that movie is underrated, I think.
Cars 2 is such a weird movie.
I hate that movie.
The
I
tire-
hate it with like a passion.
The tire to tire combat in the bathroom was pretty cool though. Not gonna lie.
I've wanted to watch Ford v Ferrari. The other racing. I wanted to watch Rush.
Rush is also good.
I've heard Rush is good. Yeah.
I liked both of those movies a lot, and they kind of take place around the same time period, and they're both based off of true stories. But Christian Bale's like really good in the movie. He plays kind of this eccentric race car driver.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch that. I really wanted to watch that one.
it's good.
very
It's a long movie, but I would highly recommend it.
No, Landon's out.
Oh, dude! Every once in a while, I watched 2 movies this last week, which is a lot for me. We don't have to talk about them though if we don't have time.
We will always be putting off movies because I mean I still have a bunch more to cover, but we can do that next time.
Dave watches more movies than we can cover in a week, so it really kind of like it's like one
We'll never
step
catch up.
forward and 2 steps back.
Dave's backlog is getting cleared, but like our backlog of movies to talk about that Dave has seen is getting bigger.
It's growing.
The Hotkeys backlog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that'll do it for this episode.
Thanks for tuning in.
Very cool. Yeah, very cool. 2 thumbs up.
I would rate this episode 3 thumbs up, but
Here,
that's just
have my
One thumb down.
Any last words, Dave?
No.
Okay.
I would rate the show 2 Landon heads out of 7.
what? I don't even know how to feel about that rating. Is it like, are 2 Landon heads good or are they bad?
Yeah, because remember, 7 Landon heads, lowest on the scale. 1 Landon head, best possible.
The least number of Landons is the best.
But 3 is pretty
I
bad.
feel like that was pretty self-explanatory, Will. Like, I feel like you should have like just understood that.
I'm sorry, I'm not as smart as you.
Do you want 7 Landon heads around you?
Going, hey.
Making smeagol noises?
Dude. Well, all right. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll be talking next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. There's a UFO outside.
All right.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Hotkeys podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Castbox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website, www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/HKHotkeys. Please like and review us and subscribe to the show on whichever platforms you use. Finally, you can contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.